This podcast is brought to you by HEC Paris.
The question, where are you difficult? You can find the people that like your brand. Where are you going to find opinion leaders? Where are you going to find the social influentials? Of course, there's many companies now out there, you know it, that are brokering in influentials, that have these panels where everybody can sign up to become a word-of-mouth agent, so to say. A buzz agent is one of the bigger names in the United States that has a panel. So every one of us can go to their website and can more or less register and be a self-proclaimed opinion leader in the category of their choice. Of course, research has already pointed out, shown that these self-acclaimed opinion leaders are much less effective than people that are singled out as opinion leaders by their peers. So in order to start thinking about who are the influentials, you might not, rather than asking people, so are you actually an influential about cars, you might go and ask other people around them, so who would you turn to? But okay, it makes it more complicated, it's not that easy. So again, one of the reasons why the industry has jumped so much on the social influentials is because that has become so much more easily measurable on the internet. Because you can go on Facebook and you can see who has more connections over another person. So if you're thinking about who I'm going to recruit for a word-of-mouth campaign, social connections are much more easily measured nowadays. And this is why the industry has adapted that so much. Now, to quickly finish this whole story about the influencers, I want to single out a particular segment which the industry has again jumped upon, which are moms, also called empowered women, also called Generation Y women. Women in general. So there's many reports about that it is, forget about brand influencers, category influencers, just go with women. And I have an interesting video to show you of why this is the case. Nope.
Viral marketing. Meet the buzz queen. How many of you are looking for ways to create buzz for your brand? Viral marketing in all its forms, live, in-store, online, is on everyone's lips.
Sorry.
Now's the time to target your best buzz agents. Look no farther than women. They're the most skilled word-of-mouth ambassadors you will ever meet. Sharing information, good or bad, is a talent that women learn by osmosis from their girlhood.
I tell everybody everything. Like, this is what I'm doing because I want to compare notes with all of my friends.
For men, information may be power. For women, it's social currency. Don't believe me? I've taught a college course in consumer behavior, and I did this exercise with the young men and women in the class. With a 5-minute time limit, I asked the men in the room to write down everything they know about their best male friend. I asked the women to do the same for their best girlfriend. The guys recalled an average of 5 things, all rational, like what color car he drives, his favorite team, and his hometown. The women easily raced through as many as 30 attributes, from why she broke up with her boyfriend, to her mother's name, to her shoe size. That's how close women get to what they care about. So, if you're choosing your brand buzz agents, choose the ones who will buzz about 30 attributes rather than 6. She loves to talk. Women readily turn to other women for advice. At Just Ask a Woman, we call her advisors her board of directors. How do you identify her board? Ask her. She's proud of them. How do you reach them? If you're sending a coupon to a customer, give her the option of getting 5 more for her friends. It gives her a chance to reward her group and reinforces her own role as the in-the-know woman on her board. Find her hive. Women hang with women like themselves, and they will align by interest, especially life stages, even more than demographics. Give her something to talk about. Do you have a product legend, like Nordstrom's reputation for taking back a tire? If you don't have one, borrow one. Aerosol shoe salespeople now come around the counter and personally hand their purchase to customers. Or build one, like Westin Hotels, whose heavenly bed has created major talk value among women who plan most travel. Buzz. You've got to have it before you can spread it. Then let women get you humming. If you want to know what women want, just ask. This is Mary Lou Quinlan for Just Ask a Woman.
So I think I will leave it at that. Might be interesting for you to explore here. I have some other slides of other reports that have looked at these empowered women and how to do that with examples. And actually all the reasons they give here and how you can engage your customers, I think, are not only valid for women but for other customers as well. So I have uploaded a report that addresses again this issue of how you can enlist, recruit, influence women to be your influencers. Look under news flashes. So then I'd like to give the word to the groups to present their campaigns. So we have group 1 and group 2. Group 2, well, actually we will start with group 2 that has talked about the Whopper sacrifice. So group 2. Here you go. Now we need to give you maybe we'll give, yeah?
Hi, we're okay.
Yeah.
So we're group 2. We decided to go with the Burger King and Facebook promotion of the Whopper sacrifice. And essentially it was friendship is strong, but the Whopper is stronger. And what you had to do was sign on with this application on Facebook, and you had to drop 10 friends in order to get a free Whopper coupon. And it was kind of controversial because in the end you also it also shows up that sorry. So you have to it basically shows that you dropped a friend. So if I dropped I don't know, Anna as a friend, it would say Jennifer dropped Anna for a Whopper. So that was the controversial aspect of it, because usually these companies ask you to add a friend to spread the word of mouth. So this was created by the agency Kristen Porter Boguski, and it's kind of a funny story with Burger King and their branding story, because they had been kind of reinventing themselves for quite a while, and it was only until 2004 when the new CEO had kind of started to make a consistent branding platform. And so in that regard, that's when they started to use the whole persona of the king, I guess similar to the Yahoo man kind of persona. And they utilized the viral marketing opportunity using this fresh thinking idea of Facebook while still reinforcing their brand position. So they utilize the power of Facebook and the fact that a lot of it is like you add your entire high school, and a lot of it is just superficial friends that you don't really talk to, nor were you ever really friends with, but because you went to high school with them, you add them on, and they're kind of expendable, so you drop them to get a Whopper, I guess. And in addition, they utilize the volume and activity of Facebook. So I guess to the point that you made before, sort of the potential market of Facebook. And in addition, it kind of quickly became a community market where they actually had websites that kind of helped you find ways to drop more friends and get another Whopper coupon or whatever. So the result of that was that 233,000 friends were dropped. So and this was only within a week. So 82,000 users had used this, and that's the message, actually, the first bullet point That's the message that you'll get if you click onto the application. So, you know, they're very proud of their accomplishment. And Facebook had actually made Burger King sort of disable the application because it violated their privacy, I guess their privacy policy. Because usually when you drop a friend, it doesn't show in the news feed, but this one, it clearly shows that you would rather drop a friend to get a free burger. And a lot of people actually felt that Facebook jumped the gun in shutting down the application and kind of overreacted because it was just, you know, much to Burger King's position, it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of humor. So the triple Whopper key learnings that our group found on this is that Burger King clearly understands the potential and power of Facebook. And in addition, as marketers, it might be easier to forgive afterwards because if we had kind of, I guess if Burger King had asked Facebook and explained to them the whole application, then maybe they wouldn't have let them and they would have missed this opportunity. In addition, the good follow-up for Burger King is their website. They have so many engaging different things, like you can synthesize yourself. You have a subservient chicken where you type in a command and it does whatever it is, and it's like a real live person in a chicken suit, among other applications. So it's sort of like you need to have the whole package. You can't just have a fun, entertaining idea and then that's it. You have to have sort of a consistent reinforcement of it, which brings us to our recommendations that they have to continue this. And in addition, they have to see that the potential of this is clearly a cult brand potential. And an example that we kind of saw was Improv Everywhere. It's just a guy in New York who will do different things, like he orchestrated an event at Grand Central Station where it's like everybody freezes in time and people, like commuters, are just walking around and seeing things. So it's kind of a Burger King community kind of could do something to that extent because they've already done something to that extent with the Whopper freakout. They had basically people saying that the Whopper's not offered here anymore, and they filmed them, and people are like, "What do you mean the Whopper's gone?" And it was actually a true testimonial of how important the Whopper is to Burger King. The other recommendation is possibly to go global, since Facebook is a global website, and this promotion is only for the U.S. So there were some negative comments about saying, "Oh, well, yeah, it's only going to work in America because Americans are fat and they love burgers." But I think more than anything else, it was just kind of weird because it was excluded when it's such a global website. And in addition, McDonald's is extremely global, so Burger King kind of needs to compete with that, especially since they have like kind of a cool alternative positioning on things. So that was sort of our fun in discovering the Burger King Whopper sacrifice.
Please visit us at www.atc.edu.